Hello guys, this is Jacko from MuddyTigerOutdoors. Today we're going to be talking about the Grand Trunk Micro Stool. And this is what it looks like when it's in the pouch. Now, I've had this Micro Stool for, I wouldn't say close to 6 months now. You probably have seen it in some of my other videos. When I go out for a hike, when we go camping, when we go just for a day trip out in the woods, this is always in my backpack. And the reason for that is, well, actually many reasons. One of them is being the size. You know, it's a very small, compact thing to have in your backpack. I mean, it takes very little space inside of the backpack. The other reason is it is very light, and we'll go over the details in just a little bit. And it's a very high quality product. I mean, the material, it is very, very resistant. You know, there's no ribs. I've put this on the ground, I've kicked it by accident, it's brushing against many things in my backpack, and there's absolutely no signs of wear and tear. So you know, I'm very, very happy with this Micro Stool. At first I didn't know if I was going to like it, but it's turned out to be a great little thing. I don't think I would go anywhere without this as far as hiking or out to the woods, because, you know, as you probably know, when you go out to the woods, there are very few places to sit down unless you make a little stool or unless you find a stump that is going to be comfortable enough for your butt. But let's take a look at this real quick. So it comes in its own little pouch, drawstring. So when you take it out, it's obviously folded and held together by Velcro. So when you undo the Velcro, it unfolds. And now here's the thing, here's the cool thing about the legs. They are labeled. I don't know if you can tell right there, but that's an A and there's an A there. And it just kind of tells you or shows you how they should be put together. So all you got to do is open them up, and they pretty much go together by themselves. You may have to help them a little bit. And same thing with the other side. So once you get them together, this is what the stool looks like. Now you may say it's not a big stool, but the thing is rated at over 200 pounds. So I don't weigh that much. I weigh about 150, 155, which is not a whole lot. And it's definitely, I don't feel insecure. I don't feel like this is going to give out on me. It is made out of aluminum. The legs and pretty much everything metal, which is very little metal. It's aluminum. And it is very, very solid. Now the material, it's nylon, and to be specific, it's 1680D Oxford nylon. So very well constructed. There's the Grand Trunk logo, and at the bottom here below the seat, there's a little mesh pouch or a little mesh bed, and that's, you know, just you want to put your gear there. What I do is I just take the pouch, I just crumble it up, and I just put it underneath there so I don't lose it. So it's right there. It's kind of hard to lose it because of the color. It definitely doesn't blend with your environment if you're out in the woods. It's a red. You can't miss it. It's not very high from the ground. As you can tell, it's probably about a foot from the ground. And the dimension of the seat is 9 inches by 9 inches. So, you know, to me, it's plenty of space for me to sit down. It's very comfortable. One thing I do, and this happens with many other similar chairs or stools out there, these on wet ground or moist ground, they will definitely dig into the ground. Sometimes you kind of have to, you know, lift it up and reposition it because they like to dig in the ground. It's just a disadvantage. But, you know, compared to the advantages of having this stool, it's definitely not a big deal. Actually, seeing this label right here, I was a little short on the weight. Its maximum weight capacity is 250 pounds. So definitely a strong little guy for as light as it is. Now, Grand Trunk, as far as I know, they offer this only in this color. I don't think I've seen them in other colors for the size. There's a bigger size with, I'm assuming, a bigger weight capacity. And I think I've seen that one in, I think it's like a dark green. Don't quote me on that, but I've seen it at other stores. This is the one that appealed to me because of the size, the weight, which is 10 ounces. You know, very easy to carry. You don't even realize that it's there. But when you need it, just take it out of the pouch and you can definitely use it. So at 10 ounces, you know, for what it is, it's definitely nothing. So my opinion on this stool, once again, I've had it for months, probably close to 6 months now. And, you know, when you're hiking, when you're tired, when it's time to set up camp, when it's time to sit down and have a bite to eat, it's definitely a great little tool to have, if you can call it a tool. You know, you can just pop it out, it assembles in less than 5 seconds, put it down on the ground, and you have somewhere to sit down, keep your butt dry, and all that. Now, another disadvantage is that it obviously doesn't have a backrest, but if you find a tree big enough, you can just kind of prop it up against the tree and lean back, and that's pretty much all you need. Now, to put it back together is pretty much the same procedure, just reverse. You take out the legs, and there's a strap, elastic strap inside of those legs to hold it together. You fold the legs like this against each other. Make sure everything is kind of nice and tight. And then you Velcro it all together. Very nice and compact. And that's all it takes. Very few seconds to put together, very few seconds to assemble it back. So there you have it, guys. Awesome little stool. If you're in the market for one of these, if you need somewhere to sit down, perfect thing to have in your backpack or in your gear. Well, guys, like always, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Muddy Tiger Outdoors. Please leave a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.